What's up, guys? It's Jay, More Than Afterkill, and I'm bringing you a series that I told you guys that I wanted to do, and I never really got around to doing it because I'm always like ranting, bitching, moaning, whining, fucking complaining on my goddamn videos. So anyway, yeah, let's talk about, so you want to be a YouTuber. You want to start a YouTube channel. A lot of people want to start a YouTube channel. Now, first and foremost, before you start a YouTube channel, you're gonna need a name. And a name is everything on YouTube. If you have a really shitty name, a lot of people are gonna either not take you seriously or they're not gonna remember it. You need something that's gonna stick in their head. And I'm telling you, XXX legit quick scopes XX374592 is not gonna cut it. When you are making a name for YouTube, you definitely don't want to have any type of numbers or X's in it. And if you do, you need to make sure that it's like a really easy one to remember, like a 1 instead of an I or an O here or there. But make sure that when you're typing it in, because remember, when you're typing it in, that's how it's going to show up on your URL all the time on your fucking channel. So when you do type it in, make sure that whenever you do it, make sure that the number is prevalent enough that you can see that it's an actual number instead of a 1. So that way, if you have everything in capital letters, people are going to see that 1 and they might mistake it for an L or an I or a lowercase whatever. I don't know what the fuck. You know what I'm talking about when you look at somebody's name and they purposely capitalize it so everything looks the same and it actually looks like a letter. You don't want to do that. You want people to be able to come back to your channel without having to search you, without having to bookmark you. And there's a lot of people that will watch your channel, but they won't subscribe. But your name will stick in the back of their head, and when it's 2 o'clock in the motherfucking morning and they've already watched all their other favorite YouTubers, guess whose channel they're coming to? That's right, they're coming back to your motherfucking channel. But before you set all this up, remember, once you do pick your name, you gotta get it on YouTube. If it's not available on YouTube, you need to play around with it. You can always put like a "the" in there, HD on the end. That always works. It's very popular on YouTube. Or like if you want, I guess, Crabman, and Crabman's taken, and you want to put "the real Crabman." That way you can make sure you're fucking Crabman or Crabman official, something like that. You can always, you know, manipulate the YouTube word finder to find out which channel you can make to have the name you want. Because you don't want to have a channel like, I have a friend, his name's Cody, he has a channel, his channel name is Brown Heat X-Man. Kind of hard to remember, but he calls himself Private Parts. And he honestly wishes that he went with the Private Parts back then, but you know, he's stuck with the Brown Heat X-Man, so that's who people know him as, is Brown Heat X-Man, but in his videos he calls himself Private Parts. You don't want to be stuck with that conundrum. Make sure that when you do start a channel, straight off the bat, that you have the name that you want, that your URL is the URL that you want, and you also take your Twitter, Facebook, and maybe a Yahoo email address or a Google email address, something like that. You should probably have a Google email address now because it makes you sign up for Google to get on YouTube now. Fucking weird. I don't know. I had to do that too, but it's fucking strange. But yeah, make sure you get yourself like a Yahoo address because you don't want to give out your personal email address. You make sure you make a Twitter and a Facebook specifically with these names because I'll tell you why. Because the easier it is to find you, the more people that are gonna find you. So if your Twitter name is like, you know, your first name, let's just say your first name's Peter, last name's Schlong. Your name's Peter Schlong. That's a really fucked up name, and your parents would probably hate you if they named you Peter fucking Schlong. But what I'm saying is you know, say your name is like, I don't know, Cod Guy 123, right? But your fucking Twitter is Peter Schlong. People are gonna have a, well, actually, they might find you easier if your name's Peter Schlong. But you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just, if you keep everything the same across the board, like my Twitter is More Than Afterkill, my Facebook is More Than Afterkill, my email address is morethanafterkill@yahoo.com. Everything I do, even when I sign up on forums, I sign up as More Than Afterkill. I make sure everything is 100%, you know, across the board. Now, a lot of people misconstrue this, and they say, well, should my gamer tag be the same as my YouTube channel? That's a really iffy question. because if you do start to grow, it might get a little bit annoying with people spamming you on your gamer tag. But the fact is whatever gamer tag you have is gonna be in your videos anyway. And if somebody says, oh, well, that's not your video because that's not your fucking YouTube name in the gamer tag, you can tell them to go back and check your last fucking 50 videos that all have the same goddamn gamer tag listed, and then you tell them, guess what? That's right. Open up your ass. Here comes the shard of glass. The shard of glass right up your ass. Ream them real fucking good. Let that blood drip out. Right down the side. You know, it's fucked up. Fucked up. Stop thinking like that. You are a fucked up individual, sir. Stop it. I know you were thinking about it. I know you were picturing the shard of glass going in the ass. That's not the topic of the commentary, though. We are talking about YouTube. Like I said, when you start off on YouTube, it's all about the name. Even with my buddy Foster, Make Sandwich Woman. His original YouTube channel was the YMBS, which stood for the Young Money Brick Squad, some shit like that. I don't know, it was his fucking Call of Duty clan. He had like 30 subscribers, 60 subscribers on there, some shit. And I told him, I was like, you know what, just use your other channel that actually is along the lines of your fucking Make Sandwich Woman gamer tag. And he did, and he actually blew up off of it. And a lot of people really like his fucking name because Make Sandwich Woman's funny. But yeah, like I said, it's all in the name. When you're starting a YouTube channel, before you get into goals, before you get into what type of fucking, videos you want to make, what type of content you're going to have, what type of style you want to develop, you need a name. You need a fucking color scheme to go with that name in the background. But that's not important. The first thing is setting up your name, setting up a Twitter account and a Facebook, maybe a Reddit, fucking Tumblr. I don't know. I don't use all that fucking shit. I don't even know how to use Reddit. If you know how to use Reddit, tell me how to use Reddit, because I want my shit voted up. So anyway, yeah, that's my first word of advice. That's my first video in this series called So You Want to Be a YouTuber. I know this part seems self-explanatory, but I wanted to get it out of the motherfucking way. That way, when we get into the real shit and the real tips, we got all this shit and I don't have to talk about it. I don't have to explain it, because why? That's right, I've already talked about it. We've already covered this. So, my name's Jay, more than Afterkill. Make sure you guys rate, comment, and subscribe. This is going to be a series. I'll probably put up like maybe 1 or 2 of these videos a week, giving you guys tips and shit that I've noticed on YouTube that will help you grow. So make sure you guys rate, comment, motherfucking subscribe. I'm going to see you later. Go drink a beer. Fuck you.